All right, folks, buckle up. Seriously, grab your coffee, get comfy, because what I'm about to tell you, it's gonna flip your whole world upside down, especially your bank account. What if I told you that getting rid of your old junk, and even giving away some of your hard-earned cash, is the fastest, most mind-blowing way to get more back? No, I'm not crazy. Well, maybe just a little. But seriously, stick with me. I used to hoard everything, and I mean everything. Every single little might need it someday item. That dusty old lamp that hadn't seen the light of day in years, those jeans I hadn't worn since high school but just might fit again, even stacks of old bills I'd paid years ago. And honestly, my bank account felt just as dusty and stuck, like seriously stuck. My energy felt heavy, my motivation gone. I'd pray, I'd hope, but nothing truly shifted. I felt stuck too, completely paralyzed, working in a space that felt like a chaotic swamp. See, the clutter in our homes isn't just a mess, it's a mirror. It reflects the chaos in our minds, and worse, it actively blocks the flow of new blessings, new opportunities, and yes, new money from coming into our lives. It's like a dam holding back a magnificent, overflowing river of abundance. And this isn't just woo-woo stuff, folks. It's rooted in ancient wisdom and modern psychology. But what if there's a principle, a universal truth that literally forces the universe, and yes, even God himself, to open up the floodgates of financial flow for you? Today, we're diving deep into what I call the Tithes and Tidy Principle. It's about creating space, giving generously, and aligning your energy, both physically and spiritually, to invite divine wealth into your life. We're talking ancient wisdom meets modern insights. You ready for this? Because this journey is about to change everything you thought you knew about money and abundance. First up, let's talk about the tidy part. Your stuff. Yep, that pile of clothes you haven't worn in years, those forgotten gadgets lurking in drawers, even the half-empty bottles under your sink. They're silently draining your wealth energy, whether you realize it or not. Trust me on this one, I've seen it firsthand. You know that feeling when you walk into a cluttered room? That instant sigh, that mental fog that just descends. That's your brain screaming for help. Every single item out of place is a tiny decision your brain has to make, subtly exhausting you. It's cognitive overload, honey, and it drains your focus, your energy, and ultimately, your ability to attract money. It's like your mental RAM is full, and there's no room for new ideas or opportunities to even register. I remember one morning, I just felt heavy. My entire apartment felt like it was suffocating me, like the walls were closing in. I literally couldn't think straight about my next project, or even figure out what to cook for dinner. So, on a whim, I decided to tackle just one drawer. Just one. It was overflowing with old receipts and junk mail. And the moment I finished, I swear to God, I felt a physical lightness, like my brain just exhaled. And suddenly, ideas started flowing again. My efficiency shot through the roof. It was wild, truly wild. And here's the kicker. Science actually backs this up. Studies like those from the Princeton Neuroscience Institute, using fMRI, show that a messy environment reduces your brain's ability to process information and increases distraction in your visual cortex. So yeah, that pile of old magazines you're gonna read someday, it's literally making you less productive and dare I say, poorer. It's like your brain is constantly filtering out irrelevant information, draining your mental resources. But it's not just about what you remove from your space. It's also about what you invite in by creating that clear, inviting atmosphere, which brings us to the actual flow of energy. Now imagine your home as a magnificent flowing river. If it's blocked by rocks, dead branches and debris, the water can't flow freely, right? It gets stagnant. The same exact principle applies to your money energy, your opportunities, and even God's blessings. In Feng Shui, it's all about flow, Kai, that vital life force. When your space is clear, energy can move freely. This isn't just about good vibes. It's about creating an inviting, unobstructed pathway for opportunities to literally walk through your front door. Think about it. If your entryway is blocked with shoes, old mail, and forgotten backpacks, how can new clients, new money, new anything even find their way in? It's like putting up a do not disturb sign to abundance. I actually started this super simple, almost ridiculously easy habit, clearing my entryway every single night before bed. Just 5 minutes, making sure there's nothing blocking the path, everything has its place. And I swear, within weeks, I started getting unexpected calls for new projects. A forgotten refund check showed up in the mail. I even found a $20 bill on the sidewalk. It sounds wild, almost too good to be true, but it felt like the universe was saying, okay, we see you. You've created the space, you're ready for us. Let the good times roll. And again, science totally backs this up. Environmental psychology, a field dedicated to how our physical surroundings impact our behavior and emotions, tells us that a space with good flow reduces those tiny, frustrating micro-frictions in daily activities. When things are easy and smooth, your mind is open. When your mind is open, you're more receptive to ideas, to people, to money-making opportunities. It's like clearing a path for God's blessings to just waltz right in and make themselves at home. It's all about removing the internal and external resistance. So, you see, the first stage of this journey isn't some mystical mumbo-jumbo. It's about making your environment a magnet for good things. It's literally about optimizing your brain function and psychology. If this way of combining real-life experience and scientific insights totally resonates with your soul, and you're genuinely curious to explore how we can listen to those inner signals in the next stage, then you absolutely have to hit that subscribe button right now. Let's unlock this financial flow together, because there's so much more to uncover. And now, as our outer space has been tidied and is ready to receive, let's start listening to those powerful whispers from within. All right, so we've tidied up our physical space, created that beautiful flow for abundance to enter. Now, let's talk about the tithes part. And no, this isn't just about church offerings. This is a universal principle of abundance, a divine law taught by God Himself that has the power to multiply your money in ways you can't even imagine. Seriously, get ready to have your mind blown. The Bible is super clear on this, folks. It's not a suggestion, it's a promise. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be poured into your lap. That's from Luke 6:38. That's not just a nice thought. It's a divine promise, a spiritual law of abundance. God wants to bless you abundantly, absolutely overflowing, but sometimes we're so busy holding on tightly to what we have out of fear, out of scarcity, that we literally don't leave any room for new blessings to flow in. It's like trying to fill a cup that's already full to the brim. I vividly remember a time when money was so tight, I was counting every single penny. Every bill that came in felt like a punch to the gut. I knew about tithing, about the principle of giving, but fear held me back with an iron grip. What if I give this away and then can't pay rent? What if I can't buy groceries? The anxiety was real, intense, and paralyzing. But then I felt this gentle nudge, this quiet whisper deep in my soul, telling me to trust, to take that terrifying leap of faith. I decided to act on it, and honestly, it was truly terrifying. I gave a small amount, something that felt like a huge sacrifice at the time, something that stretched me way past my comfort zone. And you know what happened? Within days, an unexpected client called me out of the blue. A forgotten refund check from years ago mysteriously showed up in the mail. It wasn't a mega million windfall, not yet anyway, but it was enough to cover that rent, and then some. It literally blew my mind how God showed up right when I needed him. It was a tangible sign, a divine wink that this principle is real. And here's the cool part. From a psychological perspective, when you give, especially when it feels a little uncomfortable or a sacrifice, you're telling your subconscious mind, I have enough, I am abundant, I am a channel for prosperity. This powerfully shifts your mindset from scarcity to prosperity. It opens you up to seeing opportunities you might have completely missed before. It actually reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, because you're operating from a place of trust, not fear. It's like your brain relaxes, truly relaxes, and then, boom, insights start to pop. You're literally rewiring your brain for abundance. But how do you know if that powerful nudge to give, or any strong internal feeling you get, is truly divine guidance or just plain old anxiety playing tricks on your mind? Knowing the difference can save you a fortune, literally and figuratively. Okay, this is huge. And honestly, it's a game changer for your financial decisions. How many times have you felt that gut feeling, that strong inner pull, only to realize later it was just pure, unadulterated fear playing tricks on you? Knowing the difference can save you a fortune, literally and figuratively, and prevent so much regret down the line. See, sometimes we hear a voice telling us to hold back, to play it safe, to hoard everything we have. But is that truly intuition, that divine whisper, or just the old fear monster, your amygdala, kicking in, trying to keep you small? This is where discernment comes in, and it's a skill you can master. True intuition, often called gut feelings or spiritual discernment, is a super fast processing by your subconscious mind, often picking up on subtle cues you consciously miss. It's generally calm, informative, and gives you a sense of clarity, a quiet knowing. It might say, hey, this path might not be the best one for you right now, or this feels right, even if logic doesn't fully explain it. It's the product of your System 1 thinking, fast and intuitive. It's also deeply connected to your body's signals, what neuroscientist Antonio Damasio calls the somatic marker hypothesis, where past experiences influence your current decisions through emotional signals. Anxiety, on the other hand, oh, that's a whole different beast. It's loud, frantic, comes with a constant loop of negative scenarios, self-judgment, and those unmistakable physical reactions like a racing heart, sweaty palms, or a knot in your stomach. It screams, run, hide, you're gonna fail, you're not good enough. It's triggered by your amygdala, that ancient part of your brain designed for survival, not necessarily for thriving. And here's the kicker. I totally messed this up once. I had this amazing opportunity land right in my lap, a potential investment that could have truly changed my financial trajectory. My logical brain was all in, totally excited. But then this feeling washed over me. It felt heavy, suffocating, almost like dread. I genuinely thought it was my intuition screaming, "No, pull back, danger ahead." So terrified, I backed out. Later, as I processed it, I realized that suffocating, panicked feeling wasn't intuition at all. It was my deep-seated fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of success itself. All those anxieties I'd stuffed down for years, finally bubbling up. I missed out on a huge blessing, a massive financial leap, because I couldn't tell the difference. And that's a mistake I vowed never, ever to make again. Science even shows us this clearly. A state of stress, literally, narrows your field of attention and activates defensive thinking patterns. You can't see the full picture. But conversely, a relaxed, calm state allows your brain to access a much wider network of information, creating the perfect conditions for those unexpected insights, those aha moments to appear. So that calm clarity, that's your intuition, your God-given inner compass. That frantic, panicky feeling, that's just noise, that's fear trying to keep you safe, but also keeping you small. That's the core difference, my friends. True intuition brings clarity, peace, and expansive possibilities, while fear brings contraction, anxiety, and missed opportunities. I truly believe every single one of us has faced this inner battle, this tug-of-war between wisdom and worry. If you found these insights helpful and they totally resonated with your soul, please give this video a huge like right now. It really helps me know I'm on the right track. And what about you? Do you have a story about listening to, or sadly missing, your intuition when it came to money, career, or life-changing opportunities? Share it in the comments below, because we can learn so much from each other's journeys. Your story might just be the breakthrough someone else needs to hear. We've cleared our space. We've understood the power of giving and listening to our true inner voice. Now, let's talk about the mindset that ties it all together. Cultivating an abundance mindset that's rooted in deep faith and inner peace, not just fleeting wishful thinking. This is where the real transformation happens, where you become a magnet for blessings. In Buddhism, there's a profoundly powerful concept called impermanence. Vo th letter 1b0, letter 1eddng. Basically, it means everything changes. Nothing lasts forever. And guess what? Our suffering, especially around money and our financial goals, often comes from clinging too tightly to what we think we should have or how things should be. It's like we're constantly resisting the natural flow of life, trying to hold water in our cupped hands instead of letting it become a river. God's plan is often bigger, more magnificent than our own little blueprints, but our stubborn attachment to specific outcomes can totally blind us from the divine path. I remember when a big project I was absolutely counting on, something I'd poured my heart and soul into, just evaporated. Gone. Poof. Like it never existed. I was absolutely devastated. I cried, I ranted. I felt totally lost, like my entire world had collapsed. I was so fixated on that one outcome, that one path to success, that I couldn't see anything else. But through that intense pain, I slowly, painfully realized my suffering wasn't from the project failing. It was from my fierce, almost suffocating attachment to it. It was my stubborn refusal to accept that things change, that life is constantly in motion. It was a painful, raw lesson, but it taught me that true peace, and ironically, true financial resilience and flexibility, comes from letting go, from trusting that something even better, something divinely aligned, is often waiting just around the corner. And here's the mind-blowing part. Psychology totally backs this up. This is exactly what the theory points to. We humans tend to quickly return to a relatively stable level of happiness, no matter how big the positive or negative events in our lives are. This brutally shows us that constantly chasing happiness or wealth from external objects and outcomes is fundamentally unsustainable. It's a never-ending race you can't win. Instead, modern psychology offers, which perfectly aligns with this ancient wisdom. ACT emphasizes accepting those difficult emotions and committing to actions based on your core values, instead of constantly trying to eliminate or control every feeling and outcome. This, my friends, is the modern interpretation of that powerful Buddhist concept of impermanence. It's about trusting the process, trusting God's perfect timing, even when it feels completely uncertain. So, if letting go is the foundation, how do we actually cultivate that powerful, trusting, and prosperous mindset in our crazy, busy everyday lives? Through a practice that's been around for millennia and is now scientifically proven to literally change your brain for the better. Okay, let's get real. Mindfulness isn't just for gurus or monks anymore. It's not some mystical, faraway concept. It's a scientifically proven superpower for your brain, and it's absolutely your secret weapon for attracting lasting wealth and peace. Mindfulness, or Chan Ni letter 1 in Buddhism, isn't some weird religious ritual where you have to sit cross-legged for hours. It's literally brain training. It's about being fully present, aware of your thoughts and feelings without getting completely swept away by them. It's about knowing your mind is wandering and gently bringing it back. And guess what? A calm, present mind is a massive magnet for good ideas, smart decisions, and yes, financial wisdom. When you're present, you see opportunities you totally miss when you're stressed and distracted. Internal dialogue. Honestly, when I first heard about meditation and mindfulness, I thought it was just sitting around doing nothing, just empty your mind. Boy, was I wrong. It's like a focused workout for your brain, seriously. It requires discipline, but the payoff, incredible. I started small, seriously small. Just 5 minutes a day, focusing on my breath while drinking my morning coffee. No grand visions, no spiritual epiphanies, just being present with the warmth of the mug, the smell of the coffee. Then I slowly started applying it to little things throughout my day, truly listening when someone spoke instead of planning my next reply, really tasting my food instead of just inhaling it, noticing the feeling of the sun on my skin during a walk. And the shifts were absolutely incredible. I stopped reacting so impulsively to financial news or unexpected bills. I could see opportunities more clearly, almost like a fog had lifted. My anxiety around money started to truly melt away because I wasn't constantly living in the future, worrying about what if or regretting the past. I was just here, fully present in the moment, and it felt so incredibly freeing, so empowering. And here's the science to blow your mind. This isn't magic, it's neuroplasticity, your brain's amazing ability to actually change its structure and function based on your experiences and training. Research by people like Sarah Laser at Harvard Medical School and many other scientists shows that consistent mindfulness and meditation practice actually changes your brain's physical structure. It increases gray matter density in areas related to learning, memory, and emotional regulation, like your hippocampus and prefrontal cortex, and it decreases gray matter density in the areas linked to stress and fear, like your amygdala. So you're literally building a wealth brain, a calmer, smarter, more resilient brain just by being present. How cool is that? So there you have it, folks. Our journey from clutter to cash flow is truly a seamless, powerful one. We started by clearing out the outside, decluttering your physical space to make literal room for new energy and opportunities to flow in. Then we moved inward, understanding the divine, universal principle of giving and learning to truly discern the authentic whispers of intuition from the noisy, distracting chatter of anxiety. And finally, we cultivated a resilient, abundant mindset, letting go of those suffocating attachments and scientifically training our brains to be present magnets for prosperity. It's all connected, truly. True abundance, my friends, isn't just about the numbers in your bank account, though those are definitely a wonderful part of it. It's about a holistic flow, a beautiful harmony between your physical space, your profound inner wisdom, and your unwavering faith. It's not some far-off destination you have to struggle to reach. It's a powerful set of skills, a mindset you can absolutely learn and cultivate, proven true by both ancient, timeless wisdom and cutting-edge modern science. And the best part, this incredible journey begins with the smallest, most accessible step, right where you are right now. It's truly available to everyone. This journey today, this deep dive into the Tithes and Tidy Principle, is just one of so many topics about self-growth, healing, and attracting true abundance, all illuminated by science and timeless wisdom that I'm absolutely passionate about sharing with you. If you want to continue walking this empowering path of self-discovery and transformation with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming insights and breakthroughs. Thank you so much for listening, for being here, and for being open to this incredible journey. May your path back to true home, a life overflowing with meaning, peace, and abundant blessings, be truly magnificent.